me know. Okay. Hey, class, hey. All right. So here we are. New quarter, whole new way of learning. Not the way we had planned it at the beginning of the year, right? So things are going to be a little bit different. Things are going to be a little bit crazy, but we're going to get through it together. And I'm going to tell you exactly what you can expect from Pirate Focus. Now, a bunch of your classes are using Edmentum to finish out the curriculum for the year. But Edmentum has a college exploration or a career exploration program. But if I made you do that, it would make you start from the very beginning. And I don't want you to have to do all of that from the very beginning because you're already 75% done with this. And I figured out I have a way for you guys to do all of the rest of the My 10-Year Plan stuff and all of the requirements. There's a way for you to do it, and we're going to do it through Google Classroom. Okay, hold on. I'm going to shut my door real quick. Okay, sorry about that. So I'm going to share my desktop with you and show you how things are going to work in Google Classroom. Okay, so in Google Classroom, make sure that you're checking into Google Classroom every Monday, and usually by around noon, I'm going to post all of your assignments for the entire week. So on Monday, I might give you assignments that say Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, but you're going to have all of them available to you. So if you want to sit down on Monday and knock them all out and be done with it for the week, go for it, okay? But be checking in here for all of your assignments as we go along through the rest of the year. Now, they're talking about, right now, our school closure is through May 1st, okay? I want you to be ready for the chance, the possibility that we might be out for the rest of the year. So just keep in mind, all assignments through April are definitely going to be posted this way. We could end up going longer than that. Now, if you go in Google Classroom and scroll down, on Friday, I posted this new material, virtual orientation for Pirate Focus and Avid. Don't write on this. Oh, was that me? That was probably me, huh? That might be stuck there. I don't know how to get that off. So, oh, good. Thank you, whoever that was. If you go into that assignment, there's this document called Distance Learning Norms and Expectations. We're going to look at that together right now. Okay, so you can click on this. You have access to this. You can use all the links that are in here. And this has all the information on how to contact me and everything too. So first rule. Now you can follow, you can go ahead and come into the document with me if you want, or you can just follow along. Okay, and just watch. So every week you need to check in with me before 3 o'clock on Wednesday at least once. So if you checked into the classroom, into this Zoom room today, I've got you here. You're good for your check-in for this week, okay? There's a bunch of ways you can check in. You can check in on a Zoom meeting during my office hours, and I'll talk about that in a minute. You can email me at this email address. If you email me, I can't always see your name. Sometimes it just shows me your student number. So you need to tell me, hey, Ms. Keyser, this is Jeffrey. I've been working on chapter 7 and 8 of my 10-year plan. I have a question about how chapter 8 works. Can you help me out? Okay, so tell me who you are, what you've been working on, and then if you have any questions. Now, the other way, so you can check in with me on Zoom, you can check in with me at email, you can also call or text me at this number. I've set this up, it's a Google Voice number, and it will ring through to my phone. As a matter of fact, I can see I have a message from someone on Google Voice right now. So it works like a cell phone or a text message. You can get me on that number. But again, I don't have caller ID on this, so you need to tell me, hey, Ms. Keyser, this is Kira. I'm done with chapter 10 and I'm checking in with you for the week. I don't have any questions. Okay. So those are the 3 ways: Zoom meeting, email, and then 4 ways: call or text me here to check in. Okay. You will always be able to reach me at my email or at this phone number. I will be checking this multiple times every day, even next week when we're on spring break. I will definitely be available to you these ways during your normal class time. Okay. Now, if I'm in the middle of something, I might not be able to get back to you right away. So if it's 6th period and you are like, Miss Keyser, I have a question about blah, 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 you're going to be my first priority. If someone from 4th period tries to text me right now, I'm not going to answer them until later, because right now my priority is 6th period kids. But as soon as 6th period is over, I'm going to go back and look at my messages and I'll answer those messages. So I might not be able to get a hold of you right away, but I'll get back to you pretty soon. If you're during school hours, plan on me getting back to you within an hour. If I didn't get back to you within an hour, message me again. I might not have gotten it. Okay. If it's not during school hours, so if it's 3 o'clock or later or 10 o'clock at night, let me tell you, if it's 10 o'clock at night, Miss Keyser is old as dinosaurs. I'm in bed. I'm not going to get back to you until the next morning. Okay. So it might take next morning for me to get back to you. But if you type urgent in the message as like the first word or in the subject of an email, then I'm going to do my best to get back to you as fast as I can. Okay. So Zoom office hours. You do not have to check in with me at the same time every day. Okay. I'm not going to sit here on my computer all day long every day. I'm going to be up and around. I will have my phone with me, so I'll have access to everybody. But I will be sitting at my computer on Zoom Mondays and Wednesdays from 1 o'clock to 3 o'clock. So if you want to talk to me one-on-one, or you want to have a discussion with me like this, or maybe you have a workbook at home, maybe you happen to have your workbook at home, you don't need it. But if you have it at home and you want to show me you did those pages and just hold it up in front of the camera, I'm good. Find me Mondays and Wednesdays from 1 to 3 on Zoom. Okay. This is always my Zoom link for those office hours. Okay. I will not be doing office hours next week because it's spring break. But if you need something, if you have a question, Google Voice or email me. I'll still be checking my messages. Okay. I really want you all to watch this Zoom room norms and expectations. It's the do's and don'ts. Keep in mind that we will be videotaping some classes. And so your behavior, if it's videotaped, it could be sent, if there's something that's distracting or disruptive or completely inappropriate, we will send it to Mr. Olson and Miss Edwards, and we'll deal with it just like it were a classroom disruption. Okay. And when you do that, it just takes away from the experience for everybody. So that's just not cool. All right, coursework. Here's what is expected of you. Every week, you still need to do typing.com. I'm going to let that soak in. I'm not going to count points for the last 2 weeks. I'm starting over today. Okay. So you're going to get 10 points every Friday now. Every Friday, I'm going to look, make sure you did 30 minutes. If you did not meet that 30 minutes, you're not going to get the full points. If you went over the 30 minutes, I'll give you extra credit every week. So here's the deal. If you log on every day and you do 2 5-minute tests every day, you're going to have 50 minutes. So you're going to get the 10 points plus 3 extra credit points. Okay. There are going to be no typing tests while we're out like this and no technique checks. You do need to make sure that you keep your words per minute up. If your words per minute falls below 10 words a minute, I'm going to remove that time from typing.com. Okay. There's a new thing that just came out on typing.com this morning. It's called written prompts, or I just noticed it this morning. So it's in the lessons, and it asks you a question, and then you type out a paragraph, just like you were in English. So if you need to practice English skills and writing skills, this is where you can practice and get better at that for NWEA, and you can get your typing skills up by doing these written prompts. So the written prompts, I believe they count towards your time. I need someone to help me with it though and figure that out, okay? So if someone wants to get in sometime today and do the written prompts and tell me it looks like it counted towards your time or anything, that would be awesome. Okay, every Monday, I'm gonna post your assignments for the week. You can work on them whenever you want, but they're gonna be due the following Monday. I'll do my best to post the assignments before noon on Monday. If they're not there and it's noon, just give it an hour or so and come back on, okay? I will do a live class every so often on a Monday morning around 10 o'clock. And I'll let you know, like on the Friday or Thursday before, if I'm gonna do a live Monday morning class. If I do a Monday morning class, you're gonna log into this Zoom room. You can hang out. It's not mandatory. It's just an option for you to be a part of it and feel like you're a part of school again. I will be recording it. That way, if one of your siblings that maybe you're sharing the computer with, if they have to use the computer, it's okay. I'll record it, and later in the afternoon on Monday, then I'll post the video so you can watch the lesson there. Okay. I want you to be aware that grades at the end of the semester are looked at by colleges, and it will affect your ability to play in sports next year. So if you decide you're just going to blow off the rest of the semester, you're only halfway through the semester. You've got to earn those 2.5 credits that you still need to earn for each class to graduate. You still need to keep your GPA up so that you can play sports, and you want to keep those grades up so that, because colleges, 4 years from now, they're not going to look back and go, oh, that was the semester of coronavirus. They're not going to care. They're going to want to see that you maintained your ability to stick with things even when things got tough. Okay. So what are our assignments going to be? This week, I've posted this assignment here. Okay. So you're going to revisit and revise your My 10-Year Plan. Now, I'm going to pop back to Google Classroom, and I'm going to show you what that looks like. So if you look here for Monday, go into instructions. I've done a small video for chapter 1, chapter 2, and chapter 3. You're going to look back, watch the video, and I suggest you put the video up on half the screen, and on the other half the screen you have your My 10-Year Plan open. You watch the video, let it sink through what it was about, and then reflect on, do I still feel the same way as when I filled this out before? Update it, revise it to match how you've changed. But also I want you to pay really close attention to spelling and grammar, because here's the deal, that whole articulation and Yuba College credit, I'm not giving up on that, okay? I think they can still work this out with you guys. So if you think you're going to want the college credit, you got to make sure your spelling and grammar is up to date, is perfect. It's got to be college level. So I've arranged for Monday for you to do chapters 1, 2, and 3. On Tuesday, chapter 4. On Wednesday, chapter 5, 6, 7. And on Thursday, chapters 8, 9, and 10. Now, chapter 10 we hadn't done yet. That is, I don't think we did it. Chapter 10 and 11 put together, and then you do it in My 10-Year Plan. Watch the video, okay? Watch the video on that. If you have any questions about it, call me, send me an email, okay? Every week, you're gonna get 10 points for checking in with me. Zoom room, email, Google Voice. Just check in. You're going to get 10 points. When we come back from the spring break, don't worry about that, Avid. when we come back from the spring break, there will be an assignment posted where the other Pirate Focus teachers and I are going to get into a Zoom room together, and we're going to record kind of like a podcast that will teach all of chapter 13. And so you'll watch the podcast video of us talking about different things about making changes. And then you'll have 3 or 4 questions in Google Classroom that you'll answer and turn in. That's chapter 13. You'll be done with that. Chapter 14, the following week. This one will probably take about 2 weeks. We're going to put out some video lessons and have you complete some job applications, cover letters, resumes, letters of recommendation, all of these things that you need for a professional portfolio. Every year in your social science classes, you're going to take some time and you're going to update this stuff so that when you're a senior, you have a great resume and all these documents that you could go out and get a really good job with. Then we're going to work on chapter 15. Chapter 15 is going to be worth 100 points, and it's creating a 10-year plan of where you're going to live, how you're going to make money, what kind of training are you going to be in, what kind of work are you going to be doing up until you get that dream job at 10 years. And that will be also finishing chapter 12 in my 10-year plan. Your final project, in about 2 weeks, the other Pirate Focus teachers and I are going to be meeting together and figuring out how to do your final project so that it'll be kind of like an interview and kind of like you presenting your My 10-Year Plan. It'll be worth 300 points. It's a big deal. And it will probably be, we will probably, like if you're in my class, you will have one of the other Pirate Focus teachers interviewing you about your 10-year plan, and they will determine your grade on that. Okay, so it's going to be something like that, but we'll give you details on it later on. There may be some other assignments here and there. Don't worry about it. Probably not a whole lot, but this is all the work. Once you complete these things, you're done with this semester. Okay. If you had missing work before, school was closed, you can meet me in a Zoom room during my office hours and we'll talk through any makeup work that you can do for it and try to get those points. And then finally, I want you guys to make sure that you are putting all you've got into this. This is a crazy, crazy time. And all of us are like, how's this working? But we're going to figure it out together, and we're going to make sure that you guys get through it. You've got a whole group of teachers who want to see you succeed. You've got a whole administration. You've got a whole family. Everybody wants to see you succeed. And so we're going to do that. We're going to help you do that. And you're going to come out on top with this. You are actually going to be able to be a much better person because you're learning technology from the business world. You're going to be learning better time management skills. You're going to be learning better multitasking skills and self-directed learning skills. So this is a really good opportunity for you to practice some things that, had this not happened, you wouldn't have had the same kind of experience and opportunity. So I'm trying to look at this as I got to learn some new technology and some new techniques. And I want to encourage you guys to also think about, this is a way that I get to learn something that I didn't, had this not happened, I wouldn't have this experience. So it's going to make you a better person. Okay. I'm going to unmute you guys. If you want to ask any questions, no one's been chatting in the group chat. I'm unmuting you. You can keep yourself muted if you want, but I'm opening you up for questions. Hi, Bane.
Miss Keezer.
Yeah.
What's it called? While you were talking, I was doing my biology test, and then it said my time has expired, and I was doing good.
Oh, no.
And, like, now my Wi-Fi doesn't want to work.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Hey.
Okay, hold on. Now, remember, we're still recording. Are there any other questions about the class stuff?
I have a question.
Yeah.
Do we still have to do work over spring break?
I think all of us are trying to give you work that could be done before spring break is over. But like my stuff, I'm assigning it to you and I'm basically saying it's not due until after spring break's over. So if you get it all done before spring break, you don't have to do anything on spring
Wait,
break.
Miss Keiser, do we go back the May 1st?
Right now, that's our plan, but I want you to be ready for the idea that we might not.
Oh,
Okay. We just don't know with this whole coronavirus thing. We don't know what's going to happen, and we won't know until that week.
okay.
Okay.
Well, that sucks.
How much longer do we have in here?
Well, today is March 30th, and May 1st is 32 days away.
No, in the Zoom.
Oh, in here? I'm pretty
Yeah.
much done. If you guys don't have any questions, are you good?
Yeah,
Oh, I accidentally wrote on the screen, by the way.
Oh, that's okay.
Yeah.
right.
I'm done.
If you want to stay in and answer questions, you can stay in. 7th period will be starting at 2:05. But otherwise, you can log out. And remember, Zoom's always better when you're here.
I have one more question.
Yeah.
Is there an AI Zoom or no?
You'd have to ask your AI teacher.
Dang it.
Okay.
Who do you have for AI?
Miss Gage?
Do you have her email?
I have no clue.
Okay, I'm going to put it in chat for you here. Can you see the chat?
Yeah, I can see it.
Okay, there's her email. So you can email her and ask her what you're doing for AI.
Got it.
Okay, I have another question.
Yeah.
So for the interviews that we have to do, can we pick which Pirate Focus teacher we want?
I don't think so.
Oh, is it just random then?
I think it is going to be. It's going to be relatively random.
So like, because I want to get Landers if I can't have you. So
I will
Wait,
keep that
is
in
College
mind, but I
Bound
don't
still
know how that's
gonna
gonna
be?
end
Is College Bound still being used?
up. College Bound is still a plan right now. Yeah.
oh
That's
yeah,
what I picked for one of my electives.
I'm
So
taking
if you
physics
need
and
to contact the counselors, here's Mr. Jorans.
I already talked to the counselor.
Okay.
That's good.
There's Mr. Joran and here's Miss Chima. So if you need to contact them about your class selection, you can do that.
Okie dokie.
Okay, I'm going to go ahead and stop recording once again. School's always better when you're here. Zoom's always better when you're here.
I'm Miss Keiser.
Bye, hon.